Wow, what a movie. What I learned from Tyler Perry's Straw. You've reached Talking with Dr. Terry, 180 Seconds to a Better You, message number 157. I'm not a movie reviewer, but I had to talk about this movie. I saw it last week and I'm still reeling over the ending. I won't spoil it because it's something you just have to experience. I will tell you, though, that even without knowing the ending, I was crying from the first 5 to 10 minutes on. There's so much that we can learn from this movie that it's worth watching several times. The most important lesson, I think, is that we should stop judging people, places, and events on just one glance. I don't know about you, but that's how I normally operate. It's that first impression thing that we talk about all the time. There's no second chance if I don't know you. Isn't it funny how we'll give people we know a second chance, but if the fates haven't brought us together yet, you're on your own, so to speak? Why do we do that? The person we haven't met could end up being a truly virtuous and valuable person. But if they, quote-unquote, appear to do something we don't like, then they've struck out with us and we don't like them instead of thinking we don't like what they did or what they're doing. We don't even give them a chance to explain. Should they even want to explain to us? Why are we so egocentric to think that someone should explain anything to us? Our primitive brain has made so many judgments about another person based simply on a single encounter. Think about this, though. What if the person who cut in front of you turned out to be your best friend, but you couldn't tell that since you only saw the back of their head? I bet you would have two judgments. One would be when the incident happened, and that wouldn't be a very good judgment. And then after you found out who the person was, you think, oh, well, maybe they had a reason for it. That's not what my friend would do. If that's the case, why can't we apply it to the people we don't know? Back to the movie. Do you know what's been happening in that person's life all day, all week, or even a year? If you did know, perhaps you could ask yourself how you'd be acting if all of that happened to you. Can your judgmental brain unlock your heart so that you can feel compassion for the other person? It reminded me of a story I heard once, which may or may not be true, but it's revealing. It was about people on a train who were getting annoyed at three little kids who were acting up and running all around the train and making noises while their father appeared to just ignore them and be somewhere else. Someone finally said something to the father and he became all apologetic. He told them, "I'm so sorry, we just came from saying goodbye to their mother as she passed away this morning." As you might imagine, all the irritation immediately turned into sympathy and understanding. I don't have time in this call, but there are also two supporting actresses in this movie that definitely take us to school with important lessons as well. I highly recommend this movie, and if you've seen it, I'm interested in your comments. I only touched on a tiny bit of the lessons that we can learn.